intentionally left on. I felt like it added an air of ambiance. I am now extracting the sea bass from the pan. It is sticking to the pan, but it is crispy. I'm extracting the zucchini from the pan. And once more, asparagus. God damn asparagus. I am grabbing a drink. Fresh bottle, not dry. And I am doing some final preparations. I will be there in about 20 seconds. Hello. Welcome. Tonight 2 of Square Eats. Thank you for your patience. You see, I was just pan frying some squares. Okay. Tonight's dinner will be sea bass. Sea bass. No, I'm very tired. Sea bass. Sea bass. Zucchini. And more fucking asparagus. I am going to pour for myself a tiny mug of water. Yes, I do drink bottled water. The water from the well makes me feel ill. Judge me. I will take a sip now. Tonight was the Mediterranean box, so I felt a little Mediterranean. Not really. This was just what I had. Okay, I've been stalling long enough. Sea bass, zucchini, asparagus. Are you ready? Hello, Wes. Let's go. I got a nice crisp on this sea bass. I'm gonna go for the really crispy one first. I don't know why I did chopsticks again. They didn't work great yesterday, but I felt that they were the right choice. Okay. It's so much harder when you know what's coming. You know, that is not terrible. That is not terrible. Do I like it? No. Can I eat it? Yes. Fuck me, oil. It just needed oil. The inside still has that issue of not knowing where to flake. Like it's still flaking in every direction, but it's actually kind of all a little bit more compressed in the right way. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it's a bit better. I would describe this as unpleasantly mushy in a moist way while still being dry. I'm not quite sure how, because it's definitely got that unpleasant moistness to it, like a silly putty. But oh, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. You know how you can make sort of silly putty out of cornstarch or something's kind of like it? It's kind of like that cornstarch goop that's not quite liquid, not quite set, but when it gets to the powdery bit, it just powders in a weird way. This is a non-state of matter almost. I mean, it's clearly a fucking block of fish, but you know. Okay, so we have our sea bass. I'm gonna eat this little bit of flaky, crusty bit. I would say that is solidly neither not unpleasant nor unpleasant. It is. Let's do zucchini next, the one that we haven't had yet. This is a gelatinous looking smudge right here. Look at that translucent quality. The light is just shining through. There's some pepper in there. We got some crust. You know, I really like zucchini, and I understand why it has this texture based on how zucchini is. Hopefully there's a lot of water in there and it's not dry. We will see. Are we ready? No, I need this to linger. I need to describe to you what this is. I was about to take a sip of water, but I need to. I wish you could hear the sounds it's making in my mouth. My camera just tilted. This zucchini is, well, as I chew it, let me first describe the texture. The texture of this zucchini square, this guy right here, is that of almost like glutinous rice paste, or bean paste that you would find in a delightful Korean pastry, like in a bun, or sticky rice, or something like that. That really like almost oozing gelatinous consistency where when it's good, something feels off about it, but you just still love it. This is not good. This is the taste, once again, of canned vegetables, not of fresh zucchini. No surprise there. It doesn't even really taste like zucchini. It tastes like canned green beans. And it is glassy a texture. If you could put the essence of that like fake acrylic glass, like if you could make molds of acrylic plasticky clear glass but just keep it kind of liquid and soft, I imagine that would kind of be what this is like. Like it's just so it's a good mortar. It makes a great mortar. If I wanted to seal the my tongue to the roof of my mouth and also to the bottom of my mouth, this would be an effective tool for that. Anyone who's into that, buy some zucchini squares. And on a slightly not safe for work note, the sounds that it makes in my mouth, I would describe as those that I would find with a cup and a plunger in a special effects studio for a certain quality of film. I don't know if the mic picked it up. I don't know if you heard it, but it's very just lots of not quite fluids, just yeah. I'm gonna move on from that thought. Okay, we're on to asparagus. We had asparagus yesterday. The opinion on asparagus from me was that the asparagus tasted like somebody had taken canned asparagus juice and poured it over a briquette and then decided to eat it. And I do need to take just one moment to qualify something from my descriptions yesterday. Yesterday, when I was saying that these were dry, I didn't mean that they were like dry like sand. I meant that they're dry like in the way that a sponge that you used to clean dishes for maybe, I don't know, a sponge that you used to clean the dishes. You left it on the side of the sink for about half a day, and now all the water is almost out of it, and it's sort of starting to like curl up a bit, but not all of the water is out of it, and it still kind of has that gushy texture, and if you squeeze it, soap will still come out. It's dry like that. Anyway, these are not, thank God, because that was one of the most horrible things I've ever tasted. It's now time for asparagus. Got some lovely crisp on there. Cheers. Okay. What I would say about this is that it's not dry. It's not dry. It is that same texture, that same mortar-like texture. This is like This reminds me of, oh, you know what? It's kind of like, yeah, it is like mortar. It's like caulk, like, or like, that moldable cement, like wet cement or whatever it is, or like molding epoxy. It can just sort of goosh around, but it's not quite that because it also has that goopy, glassy quality to it as well. It's like the zucchini, but it's with a way worse flavor, and it still seals the roof of my mouth to the bottom of my mouth and with my tongue in the middle. Once again, if you're into that, this is the meal for you. I would say that was a deeply unpleasant experience. It is as if I had decided to eat thickening paint that was flavored with canned asparagus juice. Yeah. Once again, I was running late and I forgot to bring the sauce, so I am going to grab the sauce real fast. I will be back in about 20 seconds. I am back. Okay. So yeah, tonight's sauce will be parsley mayo. Got a good ingredients list going on there. There's maple syrup in there somehow. And yeah. That is a deeply unpleasant smell. I don't know if that's the mayo or the packaging. Stale and old. Not fresh, possibly gone bad. Yeah, let's eat it. It came in my meal kit. I'm eating it. I'm just gonna arrange these squares a little bit more in a square-like fashion. And we're gonna put this parsley mayo on. Yum. Delightful. Let's do it. That's what's for dinner, baby. I wonder what this will do to the sound effects. All right, let's go in order. Sea bass with mayo. Good fucking Christ. Oh, fuck. Fuck. What the fuck is in that? That sea bass was palatable. All right. Wait. Pour drink. Must pour drink. I have finished my water. We are on to mead. Agave mead this time. I really shouldn't waste it on this, but fuck, if I need a drink, it is going to be this. I really like this one. A nice full glass. Chaim? I don't know. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's fucking delightful. Okay. Feel better. All right. On to zucchini. God damn. All right. On to asparagus. theory, this should be good. It has the quality of a sauce that I would like. I enjoy parsley. I enjoy mayo on sandwiches, if not on my meals without bread. I enjoy a nice potato salad. It starts off as a nice sauce. It starts off like with a nice fresh taste, a nice herby taste, and a light mayo, nothing too heavy. And then it just hits the back of your palate and it just fucking drags you down. It is stale. It is bad. I think it has turned, but it doesn't taste like it's rotten. It just tastes... Maybe it's the flavor of the packaging that's infused the sauce. Maybe this is the flavor of old plastic and cardboard. Or perhaps it's been stuck in a vat for like a year while they got this project off of the ground and something grew in it. I don't know, but it is very unfortunate. God damn. And it took what was actually the most palatable meal so far of two and made it just really bad. And I'm going to finish eating it now. All of it. This has been going long enough. Let's fucking go. Okay. I'm going to describe this. That dryness is there. It is dry. Now that it's no longer like fresh off the oil, it is dry. It's not dry though. It's like it's starting to get that dry quality. Asparagus. You know, now that I've eaten this with the mayo, this is downright delightful. It's not delightful. But it's so good compared. It's so good. I'd eat that again. Zucchini. With way too much mayo on it. Parsley mayo. It just swims around my mouth. It's like, you know how zucchini sort of breaks apart a bit as you eat it? Or like as it cooks and it starts to mush, especially if you like cook it in water and like just like season it very heavily. It's doing that, but because of the additives of whatever they put in here with the zucchini, it just kind of, yeah, it like chunks up. It chunks up and makes little like trails of zucchini lumps, but little ones that are still watery. Like, I feel like it's almost like something that would be used, the texture, at least as it feels on the tongue, feels like what I would imagine somebody would use as a horror effects piece to recreate some sort of like congealed body tissue. Sea bass. I'm not putting more mayo than that on there. I'm not doing it. I really want to scrape it off, but goddamn, I'm fucking committed. You know, it's still better than salmon. And the pan-fried preparation is still much better than microwaved. And it still holds much more moisture that way. But goddamn, this has been sitting for, I don't know, 15 minutes out of the pan, 20 minutes. And it loses that oil, but the oil still remains. It's almost as if the dry texture of the filling sits slightly unhomogenized with the moisture of the sea bass and the oil. Like it's just a molded cube of discord and disharmony flavored of an inoffensive fish with a not rotted but fetid parsley mayo gloop on top. Swimming in my mouth. Mortar swimming in my mouth. Dried, overcooked fish flakes. The tiniest fish flakes that have just been bereft of all moisture, floating around an ooze of mortar and wetness and oil. Flavored of fish. Yeah. That was not the worst thing I've ever eaten. I would say that that was below mediocre. To the kids. For the kids. See, that's delightful. That's very good. Hello, John. No, I did not just eat gefilte fish. I ate a Square Eats meal. Square Eat meal. It is a meal of compressed food blocks that's sold by a company called Square Eat. And back in August, pardon me, when I began fundraising for Extra Life, I listed as an incentive that if we raised $150 in the month of August, then I would order these and eat them. And they weren't available yet, but they finally are available, but I could only order a week's supply. So I ordered a week's supply of Square meals, and I just finished. They're wretched. I would not recommend them. But the good news is that already, because I'm doing this, we've raised more money for the kids at Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and don't feel any pressure to donate. I'm doing this for charity, but like, it's, I don't want to, but like, for my team, we have raised $685. Fuck yeah. Thank you guys. You're fucking amazing. Thank you. And yeah, if you look at the little counter in the top there, we have now raised over $10,000 as of last night. So we have met our team goal because of you guys. So thank you so much. I'm still fundraising. I will take requests for silly things while eating these for the next couple of days. Tonight was the sea bass, zucchini, and asparagus square meal. It was the Mediterranean meal. And yeah, I believe tomorrow will be the classic meal, which will be chicken, rice, and probably zucchini again, which I'm not looking forward to. I know you weren't here, John, but I'm just going to say that the zucchini is like, it's kind of like it reminds me of glutinous like rice, like sticky rice, or like when it's almost not even rice anymore, it's just a congealed ball, almost like that, or like the paste that you'd find in a delightful Korean bun, except flavored of canned unknown vegetables. And it acts as a mortar in your mouth that sort of like seals your mouth shut. But then it doesn't, and then it starts to move around and makes really uncomfortable sounds that are not safe for work inside your mouth. So I get to eat that again tomorrow. Oh yeah, mint chocolate Soylent. I haven't tried the mint chocolate Soylents. I actually really do like Soylent. I used Soylent as a meal replacer for a good long while. I have a couple of expired ones in my pantry that I kind of want to try to see if they're good or not, but probably that's an unwise decision. Mine are just plain and chocolate. But yeah, mint chocolate hadn't come out yet last time I did it, or ate Soylent. So, oh, the other thing, there was this parsley mayo that they had, which in theory is actually a nice idea. I'm not one of those people that hates mayo. I think mayo is a useful condiment when used appropriately. And I enjoy parsley, and I enjoy like herb aiolis and all of those things. But this just, it starts out tasting light and fresh and herby, and then it feels like somebody left it in a vat in like the armpit of a giant in the heart of like a factory somewhere. I don't know. It tastes really bad. Lots of like, yeah, that's kind of it. It's almost like if like body odor had a taste. It's really bad. So it just sort of seeps into your tongue as you eat it. Yeah. I'm going to drink some more of this just thinking about that. This is my delicious palate cleansing agave mead. Anyway, that's done. I've had my dinner. What we could do, if you're interested, and if you're not, no worries, is I could stream for a little while. I've got Hades. I don't really want to play Spiritfarer again because I've sort of started doing that and giving people notice when I do. But I might stream a little bit of Spiritfarer. No, not Spiritfarer. Hades, if you're interested. So, if you think that that would be fun, I will maybe stop this stream and then switch over to that. No worries if not. Or I could just switch. Maybe. Anyway. I'm going to eat this little bit of crisp. Solidly not terrible. That tastes like a burnt piece of French fry at the bottom of a McDonald's bag. It's unpleasant and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but it's much better than the rest of dinner. All right, yes. I'm going to stop this stream just so that I can have a endpoint to it. And then, oh crap, I forgot to record it. Oh well. But yeah, that'll be done. And then I will start the Hades run in just a couple seconds. Toodaloo. Thanks for joining.